Welcome to Done Orthodontics. Now that your braces are on, let's review your home care kit, which includes a few things to help you take care of your braces. There's a toothbrush, floss and floss threaders, Proxa brush, fluoride, wax, food list, and a hygiene guide. Okay, now down to business. Let's start with how to brush your teeth with braces. You will move your toothbrush in a circular motion and turn it in 3 different positions: the top of the braces, the bottom of the braces, and the front of the braces, spending at least 30 seconds in each position. Start with the top of the braces and brush down on the top of the braces with just enough pressure on the brush to get the tips of the bristles under the wire. Brush from one side to the other several times and then move on to the next position. Next, brush up underneath the braces, again putting just enough pressure on the brush to get the tips of the bristles underneath the wire. Brush from one side to the other several times before moving on to the next position. Lastly, brush directly on top of the braces and wire, repeating the same motion several times. Remember to gently brush the gum line too. The gum line is where your teeth and gums meet. In doing, that will help keep those gums from getting swollen during treatment. Don't forget to brush your chewing surfaces and the back of your teeth. You will need to brush for at least 2 to 3 minutes each time to make sure every surface is clean. And you need to brush 3 times a day or after every meal. Okay, let's go over how to floss with your braces. You're going to need to thread the floss under the wire. To help you do that, you can use what is called a floss threader. Start with about 18 inches of floss. Pull 3 to 5 inches of floss through the loop at the end of the floss threader. Now thread the floss threader under the wire and gently go between your teeth, hugging the sides of each tooth. Then remove the floss and keep going around in between every tooth. Next, let's talk about using a Proxa brush. You can use it between the wire and the braces to help loosen food particles, remove plaque, and stimulate your gums. To use it, push the brush gently under the wire between the wire and the brackets. If it's hard to push the brush into an area, don't try to force it, because you might accidentally break a bracket off, so only use it in those areas you can be sure to use it gently. Now we're going to talk about fluoride. Fluoride helps protect your teeth against cavities. Before bed, brush and floss normally, and then put a pea-size amount of fluoride on your toothbrush. Brush with the fluoride for 1 minute. After brushing, spit out any extra fluoride. Once complete, do not rinse, eat, or drink anything for at least 30 minutes. Okay, now let's talk about wax. As you're getting used to your braces, you might feel some sore spots on the inside of your cheeks and lips. If you do, you can use orthodontic wax to cover the area that is bothering you. Simply pinch off a small piece of wax and soften it by rolling between your fingers. Then place the wax over the spot that is bothering you. Remember to take the wax out before you eat or brush your teeth. If you don't and you accidentally swallow some, it's okay. It's not harmful to you. As a normal part of your orthodontic treatment, you might also experience a dull, achy sensation after getting your braces on, and maybe after each adjustment appointment too. If that happens, you can take Motrin or Tylenol or whatever kind of medicine you take for a headache or muscle ache. If you have any soreness from your braces rubbing the inside of your cheeks, you can use the wax, and you can also use a warm saltwater rinse. Dissolve 2 tablespoons of salt in a cup of warm water and swish. You can also use Oragel to rub on that sore spot. That will give you some relief while you're getting used to your new braces. Okay, accidents can and do happen. At any time, if you happen to break a bracket, band, or wire, be sure to save any brackets and bring them into the office at your next appointment. Be sure to call the office the next working day to schedule an appointment before coming into the office. That way, we know to expect you. Lastly, we need to talk about all the foods you can't eat while wearing braces. It's sad, we know, but eating the wrong kinds of foods can damage your braces. We ask you to avoid any hard or crunchy foods. They can damage or break your braces. Things like hard bits, pretzels, Jolly Ranchers, meat on bones, and chewing ice, or any foods like these. Another good tip is to cut up your fruits and veggies into bite-sized pieces. Put them into your mouth instead of biting into them. We also want you to avoid sticky or chewy foods. For example, caramels, taffies, Skittles, Starburst, gummy bears, and of course gum, or any foods like these. Sugar-free gum is allowed. Congratulations again. We know you will do a great job. Feel free to call us anytime if you have questions or concerns. Thanks so much for choosing Dunn Orthodontics. We look forward to seeing you at your next appointment. Take care.